ICE story for you and its use in intimidating voices of dissent. I live in a natural resources state, extraction from mines, forests, agriculture.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and agriculture is in a kind of an interesting position trying to employ workers. And we do have the visa program, but which by design is a seasonal program. Well, that doesn't work for like dairies, which are a 365-day-a-week year, operation.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, our legislature had been toying with, we're always importing all these ideas from ALEC and Texas and Florida for deputizing our law enforcement to enforce immigration law. And we were dealing with it last year. It went down, but one of the legislators who spoke against this, a farm owner, a large farm owner, and also a food products producer from eastern Idaho said, if you think this is not going to have an effect on what we do for, economic activity in this state, you're nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, the day after Mr. Trump was inaugurated, one of the California imports to all of our Republican groups here reported her to ICE, her farming operations to ICE. And within a week, they were at her farms and her, she grows potatoes and processes potatoes at her operations. They found one individual in her employ who had already been convicted and served a sentence for a domestic situation, and they're deporting him, leaving 3 citizen children in this country, who have no support from a working father now, but are now in our custody. Anyway, this legislator is still serving, was pointing out, I'm no longer an effective legislator. I now second guess everything I say because it was actually the vice chairman of the Ada County Republicans who put in the ICE tip, and they're using them now to go after people. And he's bragging about it, and they're encouraging everybody to report everybody in control.
Was she a Democratic legislator?
Oh, heck no. This is
Republicans going after other Republicans. Wow.
Yes, and the stated aim from this California import, and I hate to keep saying that, but these are very bitter people who come here.
Yeah.
They're trying to drive out the people who already lived here. That's a goal. We're going to make it so uncomfortable you don't want to stay. Well, I'm sorry, if you own, a couple tens of thousands of acres of farmland and a food production company, you're probably not just going to up and leave. But that's their stated goal. And they have hotlines all over around here, how to report, for the disaffected people to report their legislators, their county, their precinct person. And every time I see a report of a local Republican committee censoring their local moderate Republican legislator, for example, the only people who are talking about this, who the report is confined to be interviewed, have all just moved here from California within the last 5 to 10 years.
Wow.
It's disgusting.
Wow.
You may have heard about all the ruckus repeatedly in northern Idaho, Kootenai County. That's the Coeur d'Alene Resort, just opposite from Spokane. It's long been a hotbed of California conservative retarees.
Yeah.
40 years ago, I knew that was the number one retirement destination for retiring LAPD officers, for example. And they infest. This is a relatively unpopulated state, so it's real easy to get in and infest all these local political organizations and start taking them over from, locals who are just kind of benignly doing their thing, So now we have what we have. A sitting legislator who now has reported in an interview that she feels that she has to second guess herself in representing her constituency because of what happened to her farm. And I'd like to point out, when you run an operation and you have employees, there's only so far you can go in questioning documentation that's presented to you. We all know we have to present our I-90 documents to get a job. Well, if you start questioning validity of someone's documentation, you run the risk of a civil rights lawsuit from another branch of the federal government for that purpose. And I am aware of farming operations that have been successfully prosecuted for that, for doing just that, questioning documents that are presented for employment purposes.
Wow, it sounds like a wild catch-22. Susan, thank you for the, that's incredible. Thank you for the update from Idaho. It's always nice hearing from you. Thank you.